Hi, I'm Jim Gareau, VP of Sales in North America for PI. I want to introduce PI as a company and then show some of the things that we have here at DSS. The first thing is that PI's expertise is in precision motion control, and most of what we do is help customers get better images faster through precision motion. And one of the advantages customers get from working with PI is that we have the broadest and deepest portfolio of precision motion technologies. So when we talk to a customer about an application, our interest is understanding what the application is, identifying what the customer needs, and then mapping that application to the best technology. And then because the range of technologies that we work with is so broad, we pretty much almost always have the right technology for that application. And because we have a broad range of technologies, if it turns out that the application is one that isn't well suited to one of our technologies, we know that we're better off guiding a customer to that right technology because in the future that customer is going to want to work with us again on something else. And now let me introduce you to some of the technologies and products that we have here at DSS. So PI has the broadest and deepest portfolio of precision motion technologies, and in general those fall into three categories. There's piezo type motion, which goes from microns of motion with sub-nanometer and millisecond response to millimeters of travel to hundreds of millimeters of travel. We also make hexapods and precision motor stages and motor spindle stages. Okay, what PI is best known for is piezo motion, and there are many types of piezo drives that we work with. The first is a piezo ceramic actuator. It's an electroceramic. You apply a voltage to it and it expands. Now, these actuators here are 36 millimeters in length, and they provide 30 to 35 microns of motion. When customers need more than a few tens of microns of motion, we will amplify the motion in a flexure assembly, like you see here. In this case, we have a piezo actuator that moves in this direction, tens of microns, and then it's amplified mechanically to provide a millimeter in this direction. In other cases, customers need more than a few hundred microns, and in those cases we have actually three types of piezo drives that we can work with. There's ultrasonic drives, walking type drives, and stick slip drives. This is an ultrasonic drive, and it's in a rotary configuration here, and over here it's in a linear configuration, and here you can see it in a point-to-point motion type of application. Ultrasonic drives are low profile. They provide fast point-to-point motion, and when they're in position they provide a good holding force because the motor actually acts as a brake. Finger walker type drives provide a little bit more force and provide higher resolution than the ultrasonic drive. You'd use this if you had a point-to-point motion type of application or a line and hold where you needed nanometer or sub-nanometer types of precision. A stick slip drive offers a little bit less force than a finger walker. They tend to be smaller and also a lower cost drive. I think the key thing is if you have an application for precision motion in the sub-nanometer to sub-micron range with where a piezo is suitable, because we work with all the technologies, if you talk to us, we'll help you identify what the optimum technology is for your application based on the technical and commercial parameters. Let me introduce you to our Hexapod product line. A Hexapod, like you see here, has 6 actuators that work on a single moving platform here. There are 2 primary reasons customers choose Hexapods. The first one is very high stiffness, and the high stiffness gives customers a couple of key advantages or benefits. First is very good in-position stability because it has a high natural frequency, and the second is it's able to stop and start very quickly when you are trying to make very precise moves to do a critical alignment. The second characteristic of Hexapods that customers really like is an arbitrary center of rotation that's set in software. So you can see the center of rotation here on the Hexapod is right here at the center. We can shift it really anywhere in space, and if you have an optical application where you want to make a rotation about a key optical point, you can program the center of rotation of the Hexapod to be anywhere in space. So the third product area that PI is known for and has expertise in is the motor spindle stages. And we make a wide variety and broad spectrum of them, from micron precision, submicron precision, to a few microns of precision with travel ranges of a few millimeters to hundreds of millimeters. And part of our specialization is in vacuum technology and stages that are prepared for extreme environments. The Mars rover, for example, has a PI Micos linear stage, and if you can imagine extreme environment, Mars is pretty extreme.